I just got out of church, but one of my friends told me that another one of my friends caught a pickpocketer down here at the cafe. So I've been doing a lot of research on pickpocketing lately in Barcelona, and it seems to be a huge problem. I see that the police are actually there right now, so we're gonna pull up and see exactly what happened. Potentially, my friends could still be there. I hope they are. Yeah, I see a bunch of police outside right now. You really have to be safe with the pickpocketers here this summer if you're coming to Barcelona. So we'll get the full story and kind of see what happened. Hopefully we can get the full story. I don't see my friends here. I think they left. Yeah, no, they left. So it'd be kind of weird if I just started trying to snooze and know what happened. Maybe I can call. Let me call. Let's see. I think those are probably the victims. Oh, okay. The cops told me not to record, so I'm gonna step over here. So I can only go on secondhand information right now from what I was told originally. So I'm serving at church. One of my friends, she comes up to me and she was like, they just caught a pickpocketer at the cafe. My friend Manu had watched someone come and try to steal a woman's purse, and apparently he had the jacket. It's like one of the oldest tricks when you have the jacket and you put it over the table and then take it. And he observed this and he stopped and caught him, and they held him till the police came. This is what can happen in Barcelona, that the pickpocketing here is very real. If you haven't, look at my other video I did where I actually walk you through the steps on how to prevent people from pickpocketing you. This is something I really care about. You know, as a traveler, when you come on vacation, you know, just being pickpocketed or having one bad experience can ruin your whole trip and just give you a bad perception of the place you're visiting. This is why we have to be smart and outsmart the pickpocketers, and you can start by doing that by watching this video right here. I love my live music, and I hear music coming from somewhere in this park, but I just don't quite see it. I'm telling you, it looks way more beautiful here in person than it does on the camera, but I love it. So people literally just come to the park. Why am I calling this a park? So this isn't even a park. This is literally just like the middle of a plaza. We're in between buildings here, and there's literally just benches. There's some restaurants and stuff like that, but you'll see people here. They just come, relax, family, friends, some music. I'm revealing this secret to you guys because this is one of my most treasured places in Barcelona. My Spanish school is right around the corner here, so I come to this place a lot before I go, before and after class. Oh, we found the music. The live music's here, and I hope YouTube does not hit me with some copyrights for this. So we'll do the music just for a little bit. Just on the topic of live music, Barcelona has some awesome live performances. I mean, honestly, not just like live performances like the ones in the street. They have some awesome street performances. So much so that I am honestly shocked and can't believe that it's free. I feel bad because I usually just don't carry cash because I'm an Apple Pay type of person, but the performances here are making me want to carry cash just in case. It's so crazy how everything is green now. Literally just 1 month ago, it was gray skies here. Like, it wasn't springtime, so the trees, they really just kind of blossomed out of nowhere. Like, I remember when they were thin, it's like, wow, it's really just so beautiful to see. I usually just stay in warm places, and if it gets cold, I leave. So Barcelona was my first winter in 10 years. So it is actually kind of nice to see like the difference of the season, because everything was so like, there was no leaves on these, the sky was gray, and now all of a sudden it's like the sun is out, people are happy. But yeah, I can't do another winter again. I don't have it in me. I wasn't built for this. We are walking up on my Spanish school, Camino Barcelona, I just want to talk briefly about them. So I do work with the school, but honestly, if I didn't work with them, I would tell you this anyway. It's one of the best places, one of the best run establishments just in general. So if you're coming here to Barcelona and you want to learn Spanish, check it out. Even if it's just for a week or you want something long term, they run this school like in tip-top shape. All the professors, all the staff, even down to like the cleaning ladies, they have so many cultural activities and just chances for you to get to know Barcelona. Honestly, I'm so happy that I have been going to that school. And if you want to sign up, use my code Nomad for 25% off. I promise you, you'll enjoy the class. One more thing to point out about Camino, just because I see it. So I'm walking up on their housing, which is right next to the school, and they have housing in the center of Barcelona. One of the issues if you're coming here is it can be incredibly challenging to be able to find an apartment. So if you're coming to Barcelona and you need a place to stay and you want to do Spanish school, just hit up Camino because they have housing all over Barcelona. They have housing here, and it can kind of save you the hassle of really having to look for a place to stay, or at least use it until you can get your own place. Oh, and by the way, code Nomad, you get 25% off with housing as well. Check that down in the link below. So this is like my favorite coffee place that I've been coming to, and I like it because it's actually really affordable. Like matcha here is only $2.90. A lot of places charge €5. Hola.
Hola.
Un café, por favor.
¿Para aquí o para llevar?
Aquí. And then they have a bunch of like really nice sweets. Let's go outside. I have to show you. So, here it is. The cannoli. So I don't know why in my life I haven't heard a pistachio flavor, or maybe it just always kind of like went by me. Maybe pistachio is not that big in the United States, but here pistachio is big, and it's honestly been something that I've just been loving lately. Like pistachio flavor is insane. So I just noticed that they have fresh bread over here, and I watched this YouTube documentary by Johnny Harris, actually one of my favorite YouTubers lately, and it just kind of talked about how the bread in America is not really bread just because all of the additives they put into it and the chemicals and the process they do. I have not been taking advantage of the fresh bread here in Europe. I've still been getting store gracias. I've still been, let me see if I can actually carry this, and hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. There's no way I could carry this coffee and the camera and vlog. An accident would have been bound to happen. But yeah, I need to start trying like the actual fresh bakery bread here. Apparently there's a huge difference. I do notice just myself eating carbs in general in Europe. It doesn't seem to fill me up like it does in America, in the sense that when I'm in America and I eat carbs, like I feel like I gain a lot of weight. Here, it doesn't feel like that as much necessarily. But it's just crazy the things that actually go into our food when you think about it. And I wasn't really aware of it before, but I do fasting a lot, and I've noticed when I fast, I feel so much better than I would if I would have eaten. It's just like a clarity effect, and that had gave me questions like, why do I have to not eat to be able to feel this mental clarity and to be able to feel like liberated in a sense. Like fasting gives you a type of liberation that you just can't get with food. So I've become super conscious of the things that we eat. I'm not one of those people where I'm, oh, is that organic, and picking everything. Just over time, just develop more mindful, conscious decisions. It was such a bright and beautiful day, but the rain came. Honestly, literally just an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, it was the nicest weather, the nicest day. And this just kind of speaks to my soul and just comes back into my theme of taking the ugly within the beauty. Just like in life, sometimes we're going to be having the brightest moments. Everything's gonna be going good. The sun's gonna be out. People are gonna be enjoying. It's gonna be green. And then out of nowhere, a storm comes and you get wet. And it's not fun, and it looks ugly. It's gray again. We waited so long to have sunny days. I waited so long for the sun to come out in Barcelona, and then it just switched back in an instant to be gray again. But we know that we can weather the storm because everything has a season, and we know that it's not always going to be rainy, and it's not always going to be like this. Yes, it rained, but look at the life it's bringing. It's watering the trees, the plants, cleaning the streets. So sometimes the rain is needed in life for cleansing, to help us grow. And rain is usually ugly. It's the stuff that makes us grow. And then we blossom, and it rains again. And this is a continual process of what we know as to be life. I'm on my way to improv class right now. Really love improv class. This has probably been the funnest time I've had in Barcelona, has been in improv class. The most fun I've had has been at improv. So I studied theater as a minor for undergrad, and I took a bunch of classes, improv, acting, mainly like behind the camera stuff, because I never really was like into the actual theater. I like doing acting behind the camera. Who's this guy?
Oh, what's up?
Good, bro.
How you doing, homie?
Good, how are you?
Yeah. We introduce you to some mates.
Hi, I'm Max. Good. Starting the improv class, I should check in. Hola.
Hi. Are you here for the drop-in?
Yeah.
For the open worship coming?
Max.
Yes.